playoff time, and Pittsburgh is a familiar opponent for you guys both in the postseason and then this year. Just what are your impressions of the matchup this weekend?
Yeah, it's a difficult opponent, one that we know really, really well. Have a lot of respect for Bob and Pittsburgh. You know, the players have had an excellent week of training. They're excited to finally get our playoff run started. Excited to be able to do that here at home, and we're looking forward to the opportunity to hopefully put on a good performance and progress.
How big a deal for you all to do this at home? I know that's something that you work for all season, but you know, aside from the noise and all of that, what gives you such an advantage to be there?
Yeah, I think, you know, extremely proud of the growth of the team from day one to where we are now. Extremely proud of where we've ended up in the table and the ability to play these games here at home. I talked about that a lot last year, the importance of wanting to make sure that the playoffs come through here. You know, and so to be able to be in this position now to where we get to host Pittsburgh and put ourselves in the best position to advance, I think that's really important, and the players deserve it with everything they've put into this season and everything they've put into the games and training. We have a group that's come together in a tremendous way, that has a lot of respect for each other, has each other's backs, and I think when you look at the opportunity in front of us this weekend, there's not a different group I'd rather have.
When you do play like the same team, you know, this is going to be your third meeting with them this season. Does that change anything in how you're doing things, or are you going to stick with some of those game plans that you've had in the previous couple of meetings?
No, it's a really good question. Listen, Pittsburgh and Bob Lilly, really difficult team to prepare for because he plays in many different shapes. He does a lot of different things, but our process hasn't changed in preparation for it. And as I've said, you know, this week has been an excellent week of training. The players are motivated, so I would say we're not changing anything. We're continuing our process, and Saturday can't come soon enough.
Danny, do you look at what they did against you in your two meetings, or know what they've done recently, or you just know he's going to be mixing things up no matter what?
A little bit of everything. So certainly look at what they've done previously against us. Certainly look at what they've done in their most recent games, and you try to do a good job of preparing for whatever we believe we're going to see, which we've done. Our players are extremely tactically sharp. Their ability to recognize space within the game, or if something has changed, they do a really good job of recognizing that. And I think that comes with having good leadership on the field. And then obviously when you get to halftime, you have the ability to influence what happens coming out of the tunnel in the second half. So, you know, we'll continue to focus on all those different things. We'll make sure that as the game starts, we're getting a good read on what their shape looks like. And then from there, it's about executing.
You've got some guys banged up, but I guess that's nothing new this year.
Yeah, we have a lot of guys banged up. Cam's questionable, Brian's questionable, Kyle Morton questionable, even 2 days from the game. Obviously, you know, Niall McCabe's out, Jorge Gonzalez out, so Ian Solar out. So we're dealing with quite a bit, but we've done it all year, to your point. The one thing I know about this group, and when someone's number's called, they've stepped up this year. That's why we finished where we did. Have full faith in everybody in that locker room, and full faith in the team that I put out on Saturday is going to give us the best chance to win the game.
Just how big is it when you have a goalie like Kyle having such a great season to, you know, give you confidence? You know, you're never out of a game fully. You know, he hasn't given up, you know, more than 2 goals in a game all season. Just how big is that for you as a group when you're looking at, you know, making offense, and then also when you do have to fall back on your back line?
Yeah, it's massive. I think, listen, he won the Golden Glove for a reason. He's done an excellent job. His growth this year has been tremendous within the group. But I've been really, really happy with all 3 of our goalkeepers. I've been really happy with Danny in the matches that he's been able to play. I've been happy with Parker as well. It's a good goalkeeper unit, and whoever I'm able to put out on the field on Saturday, as I said before, I trust can get the job done. We're hopeful for Kyle to be able to play in a playoff game because he's earned that with his performances this year. But as I said before, whoever does step in, I'm confident can get the job done if he's not able to play.
Unique, obviously, to have a bye week. How did you guys spend that time, and then how did the scrimmage go against St. Louis last week?
Yeah, it was excellent preparation. Hack's got a really good team down there in St. Louis. We spent the week kind of focused on us, not on St. Louis at all. And then on Saturday, we obviously treated it for us like a playoff game, the start of the momentum carrying over into this week. So I felt it was important that we put on a good performance. Was really, really happy with it. We got the result that we wanted. And then this week, as I said, it's been a good carryover from there.
You mentioned, just how important it is to play in front of your home fans. Over the past couple of weeks, they're having the protests in the stands over this report. All the issues surrounding racing over the past year. I'm just wondering how that's impacted the group and seeing just seeing that message from people who have been with this club since day one.
Yeah, I think we've seen the statements that the players have put out, that the clubs put out. We fully support the ability to make, do anything we can that's going to improve the club and make this a safer and better place to work. I think, at the end of the day, our players come out every day and they're trying to perform at their best. Their focus is certainly on the playoffs, at the end of the day, we're going to continue to do what we can this weekend and make sure that we progress, because these guys have put in a lot of work from day one to where they are now. And I respect anybody's right to do what they want to do in the stadium. But at the end of the day, the focus for us is on Pittsburgh.